Happy May 12th, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. I can't hear myself. I know I know I'm a total mess right now, but that's what happens after, let's see, 2 hours? 2 hours of sleep and the nervousness. Why? I was like, let's see. Today's Thursday, May 12th. Game 7, Sharks versus Red Wings. And let's see, I'm wearing teal. Guess who I'm cheering for? Woohoo! Sharky! And right now, the score is 2-0. 2-0 against the Red Wings. We can do this, Sharks. Yes, we can. Please, let's go on and just whoop on them. Okay, so everyone else, whoever might not be a Sharks fan, I haven't been this competitive since I played volleyball, and that's a very long time ago. Back then, we had an undefeated team year after year, and so the fact that anyone could beat us is just, that's not acceptable. As such, when I went and transferred schools, I couldn't even bring myself to play the sport. The school was known to be losers. And the other school, which I wanted to go to because their team always made it to the Junior Olympics, I turned that school down because the school I ended up going to had a better math program. So taking that into consideration, I guess that's an early reminder that, hey, I'm a nerd. I chose the math over the sport I love, the sport that colleges were trying to get to me about, tried to contact me and keep me in their address books for. But I ended up not playing volleyball. However, there were other sports. I played a lot of sports, and a lot of them I loved. Not as much as volleyball. I did adore playing basketball. That ball just didn't leave my hand unless needed. And to that certain someone who, for whatever strange reason, decided to push me and break my arm and take me out for the season, I forgive you. I forgive you. I ended up never playing basketball again, but that just left the board open for other sports. And other sports being, track and field. I enjoyed throwing. I enjoyed running too. I might not be the fastest runner, but I enjoyed running. I got to play soccer. I got to, soccer, tennis. I found out that I am an amazing tennis player. Unfortunately, that realization didn't kick in till after high school. And Sunny, Johnny, yeah. How come you guys didn't bug me to go to community college and then, go for a scholarship from there? That would have been helpful. Of course, no, it wouldn't have been helpful. I just didn't have the confidence back then. And so, I am a competitive sports player. A strange thing to hear from someone in a wheelchair, right? I love sports. I love the competition. And as such, I am competitive with other things. I'm competitive until I know that I'm in the wrong. Such as, Guy, you beat me out on almost everything. And it got really frustrating. Unreal Tournament. Getting pawned each and every time. Nowadays, I'm accepting that I will get pawned. I enjoy FPS. It's great. And Greg, if you happen to be watching this, your one video playing Fatality, that actually helped me a lot with wanting to play again. Not because Fatality whooped on you, as he does everyone else, but knowing that
I'm not the only one in the world who gets whooped on. And it's the fact that the game's fun. And the attempt, assuming you could actually see the people before you get shot. But yeah, thank you for that. Ray, thank you for the help, and thank you for gaming with me all this time. Hopefully, we get to do this again. I'd like to think my shaking will go away, or we could find a way to incorporate my shaking into the gameplay so I could get some headshots in. And yeah, the point of this video today, on top of I do a daily video, is that today is a playoff game. Again, Game 7. Sharks versus Red Wings. So, I am dealing with distractions. I know you've seen me. In the other videos, you'll see this little yellow cable. It's my Skull Candy headset. Oh, earbuds. And right now, I have them on because I'm listening to the stream of the game. If all of a sudden you see me scream, yes, yes, ah! It's like, no! It's because, oh, what's happening in the game? I might just not agree with the announcers. Happens once in a while. Ah! Excuse me. Sorry about that. I have allergies right now. But I kind of hope that you might be able to see some of my reactions during these games. And yeah, I'm in the public activity room in the hospital. I've learned to accept that, yes, I'm talking to myself. But I'm in a hospice. There's lots of people here who talk to themselves. And I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you. Or I'm talking to those announcers. As if they could hear me, right? So let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so I'm trying to work with distractions. On top of screams in the background and the game in my ears, I'd like to stay on point, so it's just like yesterday's post. Let's stay on point. And I covered the games, and I let you know that I'm the spoiled player. I can't deal with losing. I wonder how the guy is from my school do. Sorry guys, sorry. It's that the girls half, we could whoop on our men. Sorry to all of you, but we could, which made it really disappointing when we became cheerleaders. We just had to fall for our love of dance. We loved to dance, the choreography, everything like that. We were proud of ourselves. It probably would have helped the team if we could gather gross school spirit out of poof. However, they really weren't that good. They really weren't. Any of us could have stolen the ball and dunked on them. Oh, again, I'm sorry. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the music and the changes. And, ooh. Oh no, hold on. I'm talking about all these sports. Okay, as such, if you knew me in college, you wouldn't know the sporty side of me. Oh heck, even in high school, you might not know the sporty side of me. Well, unless you're on the team with me. But, yeah, in college, you wouldn't have seen it, mainly because my boyfriend at the time, he is a non-jock. He was not a jock. And, well, no, he wasn't a jock, but he was a total gamer. Which is nice. I like gamers. I like gamers just as I love geeks. So, we went out for 5 years. Good friend. We were friends for 4 years before we started dating. And I have to say that it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But I was missing something. My sports. I love my sports. And the only outlet I had was playing tennis with his best friends. Or tennis with myself. Me and the wall, we became good buddies. Mom realized what I was doing, and she knew that even with a job I loved, I worked at a video game store, followed by another job I loved. I worked at Contempo Casuals, top line 80s clothing school. 80s clothing store. Sorry about that. But Mom saw that, and so she entered me into a beauty contest. Yeah. Okay, all the little stresses I have, all of it went towards working out. Now, why would I work out? How much do I work out? Let's see. When you have to go up against, 70 other girls in swimsuits? 70 other girls. And mind you, I'm a nerd. I was always a nerd, a sporty geek, and back down to math nerd. Loved reading, loved studying, loved reading the news. This nerd had to compete with girls who actually knew how to put on makeup, knew how to dress, knew how to act. Well, I knew how to act, kind of. I knew how to act. I didn't really have the confidence they did because, dang, they look good. These are all the girls that each boy wanted to take to the junior prom, senior ball, things like that. And I had to compete. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that.
Back where I was.
Thank you, people. Okay, so another piece of proof. I am in the hospital. The medicine, my hair, me not caring, really caring about my hair. Okay, so I don't put too much on my hair when I go out. I add some coconut oil. So if you want to test that out and you see me, please ask permission first before you try to sniff my head. And let's go back to college. Yeah, college, we didn't have sports. I went to Technical University, DeVry. I'm pretty sure you should have seen some of the commercials by now. Good university, great context to be made there. And I say that because I see where the graduates go. And it's all about how much you retain, how much you love. If you love, you'll keep on doing it. And I believe this goes back on the other thing, which I wish I knew in high school. The self-affirmations I talked about in a couple of videos ago. I need to have done that for college, to wake up and say, God will take me through this. I can do this. God wants me to do this. I can do this. I love this. I want to do this. And all that, if I just kept on telling myself, I can do this, I want to do this, I can do this, my family wants this, this will give me a good life, that would have brought me through a lot easier than stressing through the dot-com days about how to get through school, who's going to pay for it, and all that. I know I could do this. So, I can't help but notice my hair. It's really distracting. I mean, really distracting. And why am I telling you that? You see this. And, yeah, crazy poof hair. I also, let's see. I want you guys to see the poofy hair because I hear girls talk about it, saying how they wish they had a full head of hair like me. Not that they're going bald or anything. My hair just has this extra foof to it, and that extra that extra foof seems to make a huge difference with a lot of the girls. I got to meet, well, not meet, I got to see one of my friends, and that when she got her hair done, she had to put little darker stripes of hair, dye it darker stripes to make it look more full. Oh, that's great. And if you notice my hair, if you ever check out my page, I'll add more pictures to dnagirl.com. But if you check out my page later on, you'll see that I straighten my hair so it goes flat down. I'll even throw in the picture of the first time I straightened my hair. That's when the fiancé looked around and said, "Wow, you're Asian." Yes, I am Asian. And you could see that when I smile. My eyes seem to disappear. But now, even more, if my hair's straight and I smile, yeah, I am Asian. I feel bad now. That means I'm killing the Hispanic 1/8 of me. No. Yeah, I do have, my great-grandmother is Spanish. And I am a quarter Chinese and 3/4 Filipino. Which makes for a very confused Anita. Even more so with a hockey game going on in my head. And did I tell you again? Game 7, go Sharks! Let's see, I don't know what else to tell you, except if you hear a screaming in the background, remember I am in the hospital. And for that, they don't want to put in the money for HD. I can't watch the playoffs. That really hurts. But I'll survive. As I've met another hockey fan, 85-year-old man, great guy, Ed. And he speaks out for when I'm too shy to, or don't feel like saying my thoughts. Such as when they tell us that the game is not televised. He's a sweetie and screamed out, "No, it's not that. You guys don't pay for the flippin' channel." And to which I say, "Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed." Me and him have really good, long conversations regarding sports, of course. Sports, family, what he's done with his life. He was part of an international senior hockey team. I'm curious. I'm so curious as to if they got in fights. That would be very bad. But yeah, I'm sick. I don't want them to get in fights. He's a really sweet man. But he also said that he reminded me about this one skate rink when I was little. The one I learned how to roller skate in. It was in this city called Burlingame. And they had nighttime skates and everything. I'd go there mostly with my church group. The church group was Legion of Mary. I was Catholic. So we'd go there. It's a youth group. And yeah, I'd practice. I had to practice. It was a huge change from dancing around with ballet shoes and skating on ice. Skating on ice is so much easier than rollerblading, than roller skating. You just glide. It's easy. But I couldn't always go ice skating back then. I used to ice skate. I learned how to ice skate at a couple of rinks in the Bay Area. One of them, I hope it's still there. I don't know if it is. But it's by Ocean Beach, which is by, the Sutro Baths. That's next to the ancient Sutro Baths, next to the Pacific Ocean. And yeah, Ocean Beach in San Francisco. They had an ice skating rink there. It was nice little sides, wood panels. It was beautiful. And I'd skate there as well as in this place called Foster City. They had an ice skating rink, but yeah, I have no idea why I didn't look for an ice skating rink when I went to college, because that's about hour and a half away from San Francisco. I should have, but listening to the San Jose Sharks listening to the announcements and advertisements, turns out the city that my college was in also had a very nice ice skating rink. I really wish I knew that. And I wish I told that fiancé that, you know what, I'm going to teach you how to ice skate now, because he never went ice skating before. Of course, I found that out after we broke up. Yeah. Fail, hardcore fail. Except I did push for him to go ice skating. I even have pictures of his first time ice skating in San Francisco. And now he is part of an amateur ice hockey team out at that rink that I'm telling you about in Foster City. Silicon Valley still. But yeah, so I learned how to skate in Foster City as well as San Francisco. Mind you, I'm speaking of ice skating. And this is all I'm really going to talk about as the game's going on right now. And it's still Sharks ahead, 2-0. 2-0. I'm excited, nervous, excited, anxious, everything. Let's do this, Sharks. Woot, woot. Excited. Oh, yeah. Okay, good stuff. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Love you guys, all of you. And hopefully I'll have my hair fixed a little bit better. Oh, and how about, before I leave, I want to share you this fun little thing that happened last night. So, everyone looks at me funny because I actually read the instructions for Listerine. Yeah, the mouthwash. And it says to keep it in your mouth for 1 full minute. As such, I do keep it in my mouth for 1 full minute, thinking, having flashbacks of chemistry and timing and everything, how long it takes for certain elements to work. So, I usually keep it in my mouth for 1 full minute. And everyone looks at me in shock because of the feeling of burning in the mouth. And it's hilarious because they also offered me a cup to spit the mouthwash to. Probably, 5 seconds after I've had it in my mouth. Very tempting. If I'm not paying attention, I might just do that. But then I just have to start over. What happened last night is that I brushed my teeth and it was time for the mouthwash. And I'm running low on the bottle. And we figured, you know what, it's my bottle, no one else touches it. So why not just drink from the bottle? I need help with lifting the bottle as I have shaky hands, right? Hey, yeah, as I have shaky hands. Woo! Go Niemi! Okay. Okay, that's the hockey outburst. But, okay, back again. So, to lift the bottle, I need someone to help me lift the bottle until the Listerine gets in my mouth. Yeah, he lifted it a little funny, and the Listerine ended up going in my nose. Yeah, just to let you know. Yeah, it burns up there too, just like it does in your mouth. And you can't get rid of that burn sensation, as your nose can't spit. And no matter how you blow your nose, yeah, the burn is going to stay there. You don't have saliva in your nose to offset it. It's just going to burn for a bit. And yeah, but I did have a cute little tweet about it. I don't know, it looked cuter when I wrote it. Now, if you want to see my tweets, I am Miss Pi, MSPI. If you want to see my blog, I'm DNAgirl.com. And you can find my Twitter name up there too. I'll talk to you later. Please cheer with me for the Sharks. 2-0, baby. First period. 2-0. We could do this. Concentrate. And yeah, I'll see you guys after the game. Bye.